All right, I got one. What's up? Oh, I got three. Figuring out message on remind maybe is a good thing. Though everybody should know when class starts, considering I do it 5 days a week. Four last week because Friday was a Zoom meeting. Again, we will start at 10:05. Good morning. Who is said person? Oh, okay. I'm hoping everybody's been doing their work. I'm not getting a whole lot of texts on remind because people are not uh, showing me their work on Schoology. All right, now you guys are still doing it. At least most of you guys. I have the highest uh, completion rate is second period, and the lowest completion rate is my third period. So I'm wondering where my third period has been. What do you mean Picto chart doesn't work on you? It should be a. Is the website not working for you? Good morning. Good morning, Antonio. Did you try, so when you press on it, did you try double tapping or double clicking? I'm good, Axel. How are you? All right, because sometimes the first initial click is just for moving around, but if you try double click or like double tap on your phones if you're using your phones, that should allow you to change the text. Hello, good morning, everyone. I see people are joining. I don't know what Shannon just said. All right, I'll start it in about a minute at 10:05, like we normally do, because gotta wait for people to come in. Mm, out the calculator. All right, it is 10:05. Let's begin. All right, today we're going to review similarities and proportions. All right, so we're given this first proportion, or 2 over x is equal to 3 over 9. Now, if you guys remember correctly, there's a simple method we use to figure out what the missing uh, uh, value is, okay? And a lot of people learned it as the butterfly method, okay? Y'all remember that? But it's called, well, generally speaking, we cross multiply, all right? So we're going to take our two values and we're going to multiply across, okay? That's why we call it a cross, okay? So we have 3 times x is equal to 2 times 9, or 3x equals 18, and then we divide by 3, x equals 6. Okay, nice and simple. This is what that we've gone over. Okay, it's a nice review, something easy. Okay, um, so let's move on to number 2. All right, again, same thing. We're just going to cross multiply. Okay, so we have 30.48 times 30 is equal to 12 times c. Okay, so we take 30.48 times 30, which gives you 914.4 is equal to 12c. We take this, we divide by 12, and we get c is equal to 76. What was it again? 76.2. Okay, 76.2. Okay, this is the basic part of using how to solve proportions. All right, so let's move down here. Now we have to set it up. Okay, when we're setting it up, we have to make sure we are matching our corresponding sides. Whenever there has to be a relationship between the top, a horizontal relationship, top and bottom, and then a vertical relationship. Okay, so right here we have x, 3 over x, whoops. All right, and that's going to be equal to 4 and 8. Now remember, there has to be a relationship. So the relationship between 3 and 4 is from the same shape. Okay, so that means 4 should be on top and 8 should be at the bottom. From here, we cross multiply. So we have 3 times 8, or 24, is equal to 4x. Okay, I'm gonna increase this. All right. So we have I'm gonna do this instead. Do 3 times 8, 4 times x. Okay, so this becomes 24 equals 4x. Increase this right here. Come on. Hello? Goodness gracious. All right. There we go. Then we have divide by 4, divide by 4. X is equal to 6. Okay? Remember, making sure you set up. There has to be a relationship. All right, I'll put on the side note. There should, oops, be a vertical and horizontal relationship in eh, just in your proportion, okay? Put them just circle note that. Okay, there should be a horizontal and a vertical relationship. Okay, so number 4, where to find the value of x. Okay, so here's x. Okay, and x matches with 2.4. Okay, now we have to use another number, and I'm going to use 2.1 and 0.7. Why? Because we can't use y and 2.5. Y is not an actual number, therefore we can't use that in a proportion. All right, because there's no value to it, we can't use it to solve for a missing side. So let's set up. We have x over 2.4 is equal to, again, x matches with 2.1 and 2.4 matches with 0.7. So 2.1 should be on top, 0.7 should be at the bottom. Again, from here we cross multiply. Okay, so we have x times 0.7, and that's equal to 2.1 times 2.4. All right, here we have 0.7x is equal to 2.1 times 2.4, or 5.04. Okay, from here we divide by 0.7, divide by 0.7, divide by 0.7, and your answer is 7.2. All right, beautiful. Okay, let's keep going. All right, again, same thing. I'm gonna increase this length just a tad bit so we have more room. All right, so again, this time we're looking for the length of BA. BA, this is BA, so this matches with ED. All right, the other value we have is 9 and 6. Again, we can't use 12 and y. We have to use 9 and 6. So we have x over 4 is equal to, again, 9 and x have a relationship, 6 and 4 have a relationship, so 9 should be with the x, 6 will be with the 4, and we cross multiply. Okay, we have x times 6 is equal to 9 times 4, or 6x is equal to 36. We divide by 6 on both sides. X is equal to 6, or BA is equal to 6. I forgot to circle on the other ones. So let's go back. Oh, let's not cover that. Dang it. Okay. All right, number 6. All right, this time we're looking for FD. FD is here, which is Y, which matches with 12. And again, we have to use 9 and 6. All right, there's a relationship between 9 and 12, 6 and Y. So when we set up, we'll start with Y over 12 is equal to 6 over 9. Again, 6 and y have a relationship. 12, y and 12 have a relationship. Okay, from here we're going to cross multiply. So we have y times 9 is equal to 6 times 12, or 9y is equal to 72. Divide by 9 on both sides. Y is equal to 8, or FD is equal to 8. All right, nice and easy. Okay, making sure you understand how to set up and then solving afterwards. Remember, whenever you set up, you always have to make sure your relationships are correct. There always has to be a vertical relationship, horizontal relationship. Okay? If there is none of that, your number is going to come out wrong. So please double check to make sure. All right? Let's check here. All right? This time we're given a picture. Okay? And we are to try and find out what is the height of the giraffe in this diagram. All right? Let me just increase this. Oops. Just gonna add more to our length. All right. So we have to make sure we are matching our sides to see which side matches with which. Now where x, which is the length of the giraffe, should match with the side on the other side, or 6, which is the height of the person, and then we have a mirror down here. So this and this are matched together. Again, these have a relationship because it's from the human. These have a relationship because they're from the giraffe. All right. So we set it up. X over 6 is equal to 5. Oops, not 5. 15, because x and 15 are together, over 6. What am I doing? Over 5. Come on. All right, again, cross multiply. Okay, so we have x times 5, which is equal to 15 times 6. All right, here we have 5x is equal to 6 times 15, or 9. No, is it 90? Yes, 90. Then we divide by 5. X is equal to 18. So therefore, the height of the giraffe is 18 feet. 18 feet. Should be feet. Okay, 18 feet. All right. Again, same for number 8. Make sure you are matching correctly. All right. So we have 10 matches with 100, and then we have 7.5 matching with X. All right. So set it up. Again, there is a relationship between X and 100, and then 10 and 7.5. So let's start with X over 7.5 is equal to, X is with 100, so 100 is going to go on top, and 10 is going to go at the bottom. From here, we're just going to cross multiply. All right, X times 10 is equal to 100 times 7.5. All right, now we have 10x is equal to 100 times 7.5, or let's see, 100 times 7.5, I believe is 750. Yep, 750. Divide by 10. X is equal to 75 feet. All right, 75 feet. Nice and simple. Okay, let's move on to the next one. I'm gonna, again, oops, add more room here, add more room there. All right, use a little more. Okay, so this is where it gets a little confusing. Okay, this is where it gets a slightly little bit confusing, where you have to understand how to set up your proportion because there's a triangle inside of another triangle. Okay, so we have, come on, we have the little triangle here, uh, and then we have the bigger triangle outside. Okay, now with this, you have to make sure you're matching correctly. Okay, the side, whoops. Okay, 11 and 7 are going to match because they're from the same, as you can see, they're parallel from each other, which means that they are going to be the side that is shared, okay? That's on the corresponding with each other. All right, and then we have over here 15 and an x. Now, you can't just put 15 and x because guess what? 15 is for the small triangle, right? 15 matches this length right here. But x only matches with this length right here. But in order for us to use the big triangle, we have to use the entire thing. Okay? So, this is how we're going to set it up. We're going to start with 7 and 11. 7 over 11. Okay? That's the easy one. Now, we have to set it up with the other one. Now, 7 matches with 15. So, we can just put 15 on top. Now, at the bottom, however, you can't just use x. Okay? Because it's the entire length, we have to have this x and this 15 together. So what we're actually going to do is going to do x plus 15. Okay? This is the way you're supposed to be doing it. All right? So now we are allowed to cross multiply. Okay? So we have 7 times, I'm going to put this in parentheses, x plus 15 is equal to 15 times 11. Okay, I need more room. I need a little more room. Yeah, it's good. Okay. Let me move this up. Come on. Move this up. Move this up. Move. Oh, oh, come on. Move this up. Move this. And then there we go. I'm gonna erase this. I'm gonna redraw it. Okay. All right. All right. So here we have to distribute. All right. So we have 7 times x, or 7x, and then we have 7 times 15, positive 15, so it's going to be 105, which is equal to 15 times 11. Okay, I got to pull that out. 15 times 11, or 165. Okay, subtract 105 from both sides. We're left with 7x is equal to 60. Geez, I'm writing too big. Try this again. All right, so we divide by 7, divide by 7. We have 60 divided by 7, or 8.5, blah, 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 blah. Unless I made a mistake somewhere. Let me see. Nope, didn't look like it. 8 point, what was it? 8.57. 8.57. X equals 8.57. And then we just do that. Awesome. Okay, very good. All right, now let's do number 10. Okay, again, we're going to solve it just like we did the previous problem. Uh, all right, we're going to match from the same triangle, we have 16 and 30. Again, this is from the small triangle. Then we have X and 10 from the big triangle. Now, the funny thing is, if you look, we are only using, this time they've only given us the small parts here. Okay? In a sense, we can actually use this without having to add or subtract or combine the sides, and we'll still get the correct x. All right. Now, when it's in the number 9, you must have x plus 5. All right. In this case, you don't have to, but we're going to do it in the sense that we're solving it for 9 so that you guys don't get used to just doing that. All right. So we're going to start with our easy one, which is 16 over 30. Oh, let me fix this. 16 over 30 is equal to, now we need this combined side, so we need this and this. All right, so it's going to be x plus 16 over 30 plus 10, which is just 40. Then we cross multiply. All right, so we have, come on, 16 times 40 is equal to 30 times x plus 16. Oh, that's not a 16. All right. Again, here you have to distribute. Okay. So we have 16 times 40, or 640, is equal to 30 times x, or 30x, plus 30 times 16, or 480. Now we just solve normally. We're going to subtract 480 from both sides. That is, I don't feel like doing that. So 640 minus 480 is 160, which is equal to 30x. Okay, from here we divide by 30. So x is equal to, let's see what that is, 5.33 repeating. Okay. Oh, my computer lagged. No, not this again. Okay. All right. 5.33 repeating. Okay. So again, double check. Make sure you matched everything. You're good. All right. Did all our math correctly. We are good. All right. So, it is 10:29. Remember yesterday? I'm gonna take a quick break. I'm gonna pause right now. Remember yesterday how I said that there's an exit ticket, that there's going to be something right here. I'm going to put something up there in the middle of the lesson. That way now you can't just click on the YouTube channel or a YouTube video, look at it. You actually have to watch through it to see when. All right. So right now, your answer to today's exit ticket is All right, take a look. Let me show you guys. Right here is a bag of ramen. This is your exit ticket answer for today. All right. So, yeah, all right, I'm going to do the next two problems, then I'm going to take it down. All right, I'm going to do these two, then I'm going to take it down. All right, let's continue. Again, we're still finding the value of x. Good morning, Paul. Glad for you to have joined us. All right, so, okay, we're going to look at number 11. We're going to match from the small triangle. Look at here, we got the 4 and we have the 6. From the big triangle, we have 10, we have z. All right. This time we don't have to add, we just have to set up because they gave us all the numbers this time. All right. So we have 4 over 6. And again, these match and these match. So z is going to go on top and 10 is going to go on the bottom. And then all we're doing is just doing a nice easy cross multiplication. Okay. 4 times or 6 times z. Oops. And then that's equal to 10 times 4. All right, or 6z is equal to 40. Divide by 4. Oh, wait, not divide by 4. What am I doing? Dividing by 6. Divide by 6. Z is equal to, let's see, 40 divided by 6. 6.66. 6.66 repeating. That is your answer. All right. Number 12, find the missing length. All right, so if we look carefully, here's our missing length. We don't know what this side is. Let's call it x. Okay, nice and easy. Make it so that when we set up our proportion, it's going to be easy. So now we have to match. Okay, x is going to match with 10. And then in this case, oops, we have 12 and 6 matching together. And then we have 7 and 14 matching together. Now, when it comes to solving for proportion, you decide what numbers you want to use, okay? Since they've given us two sets of numbers to use, we can pick either one. Now, the one set we have to use is x over 10. Why? Because we're looking for x. So, in this case, I'm going to use 6 and 12. So this is going to be 6. Oops, not there. 6 should be at the bottom, okay? Because remember, 6 and 10 have a relationship. X and 12 have a relationship. So 6 is going to go with 10. 12 is going to go with x. Here, we're just going to cross multiply. Cross multiply. So we have 6 times x, which is equal to 10 times 12. Okay, we have 6x equal to 120 divided by 6. X is equal to 20? 20. All right, there's your answer. Oh, I'm going to fix this one. Should be the whole thing. There we go. All right. With that, I'm going to take down our exit ticket. All right. Remember this. Remember what your answer is. Your answer is right here. All right. As I look in the chat, there's only 2 viewers, which means I wonder how many people actually got the exit ticket. All right, let's keep going. Number 13. I'm gonna. I think there's enough room. Yeah, there's enough room. All right, so number 13. Your family is traveling to Mexico on vacation. You have $500 to spend. If 304 Mexican pesos is equivalent to 25 US dollars, how much money will you get when you exchange your $500 for pesos? So let's first match what's with what. Okay, so $500 should be matching with the 25 US dollars, and 304 Mexican pesos is going to be matching with your X because we're trying to figure out how much money this is actually worth. So we'll set it up. We're going to start with, let's do 500 over 25 is equal to X over 304, because remember, 304 is equivalent to 200, or sorry, 25. So we got to figure out 500 for X. All right, now we cross multiply. So we have X times 25 is equal to 500 times 304. All right, we have 25X is equal to 500 times 304, or is that right? 500 and 304? Yep. 1,000, 152,000. Take this, we divide by 25. Oops, I missed a zero. We have X is equal to, divide this by 25, 6,080 pesos. Pesos. Oops, I spelled that wrong. There it is. Pesos. 6,080 pesos. Okay, this is your answer. All right. Again, you have to make sure you know how to set up before you solve. All right. Making sure you understand what the relationships is for both horizontal and vertical. In this case, 500 and X is $500, which is how much we had, and we're trying to find how much pesos it's worth. And the 25 and the 500 are US dollars. Okay. So now let's look at number 14. You are preparing a computer presentation to be digitally projected onto the wall. Your computer screen is 15 inches wide and 18 inches high. If the computer and the projector create similar figures and the largest width can be projected is 96 inches, what is the largest height? Okay? This time we're going to match it a little differently. We're going to match 15 inches wide and 96 inches wide, and then we're going to have 18 inches high and 18 inches high, which is going to be what we're trying to find. So let's set it up. We have 15 over 96, which is equal to 18 over X. Again, 15 and 18 come from the computer monitor. 96 and X come from the projected monitor, or the projected dimensions. And we're trying to find out what the height is for there. Again, just going to cross multiply from here. So we have X times 15, which is equal to 96 times 18. All right. So in that case, we have 15x is equal to 96 times 18, or 1,782. Nope, 28. And then we're going to divide by 15 on both sides. So x is equal to 11, nope, 115.2 inches high. So this is the largest height that you will project. All right, number 13, number 14. Almost there, guys. We got two more questions. Okay. So I'm going to skip number 15, and we're actually going to do number 16 first, and then we'll go back and do number 15. So again, we're trying to find this measurement here. The x matches with x. So x and 3 are going to match. They come from the same side of the shape. Okay? Now, number here, we have 2 is going to be for the small triangle. For the big triangle, we need the sum of the entire thing. So the sum of the entire thing is actually going to be 22 plus 2, or 24. So now we can set up our proportion. So we have 3 over x, which is equal to, again, 3 and 2 have a relationship because they're from the small triangle. X and 24 have a relationship because they're from the big triangle. All right, so 2 is going to go on top, 24 is going to go on the bottom. All right, and here we're just going to cross multiply. So we have x times 2, which is equal to 3, oh, not 3, 24 times 3. I feel like I don't have enough room here. There we go. All right. So we have 2x is equal to 24 times 3, which is, I don't feel like 96? No, 24 times 3, 72. 72, divide by 2, divide by 2. X is equal to 36. All right, so the height of the tree is 36 feet. Okay. All right, let's do number 15. Number 15, in this case, is not only asking for, well, it's not even asking for the missing side. Actually, it's only asking for the perimeter of DEF. All right, and the perimeter of DEF, in order to find that, we actually have to do two proportions. Two proportions. We have to find this length here, which is DE, and this length here, which is DY. Oh, sorry, DF. So we're actually going to set up two proportions and then solve from there. So we're going to use 25 and 12.5, which is a match. Oops, too big. Then we have X and 20. Then we have 30 and Y. So for both of these, we're actually going to have two setups, or 25 over 12.5. And then we have 25 over 12.5 is equal to, since one we have to find x, we're going to use x over here. Oops, wrong side. X should be at the bottom. X is going to go down here, 20 is going to go up here, and then we have y is going to go down here, and 30 going to go up here. Okay, again, we have to solve for two different proportions. All right, we're going to cross multiply. We're going to do one at a time. We're going to start with this one. Split the paper down in half so we know which one to do. Okay, I'm going to fix this to make this look like a 0. There we go. All right, so we're going to start by solving for x. So we have x times 25, which is equal to 12.5 times 20. All right, which means we have 25x is equal to 12.5 times 20, or 250, divided by 25, divided by 25. So we have x is equal to 10. So x here is going to be the value of 10. And then on the other side, we have y, oops, times 25 is equal to 12.5 times 30. Ugh, come on. Okay, so we have 25y is equal to 12.5 times 30, or 375. Okay, we divide by 25. Y is equal to 15. So, in order to find y is equal to 15. So in order to find the perimeter, if you guys remember from last week's lesson, all right, the perimeter is the sum of all the sides. So we're taking 10, 12.5, and 15. 15, and we're going to add them all together. So I'm just going to put it down here. We have 12.5 plus 10 plus 15 is equal to 12.5 plus 10 plus 15, or 37.5. Okay, so your answer is going to be the perimeter of, is it DEF? Triangle DEF is equal to 37.5. And let's change this color. I don't like this color. It's nice and of triangle DEF is equal to 37.5. And there's your answer. Right? That I'm going to do a nice highlight. All right. That was today's lesson. All right. Uh, not too long, not too short. Yesterday was pretty short. Today I think was a nice even amount, about 45 minutes, just give or take. All right. Again, your exit ticket for today. I don't remember what time I did it, but it was up here. Okay, I even mentioned what it was. Make sure you this is to keep track of who's actually watching the videos. All right? Because if you this is required. You're supposed to be watching these live streams. All right? You shouldn't be coming here just to see what's happening and then leave. This is like attending my class. So if you come in here and you leave halfway, that's basically you getting up halfway into my class and just walking out. All right? The whole point is so that you stay for the entire lesson. Okay? Some days it's going to be shorter, some days it's going to be longer, but you should be here every single time I do this. All right? The Zoom meetings are optional. Now, I will make a mandatory Zoom meeting. I don't know when. Maybe sometime this week. Maybe it'll be next week. But I'm going to have a mandatory Zoom meeting, and this will be a grade. If you do not show up and check in with me in this mandatory Zoom meeting, then you get a 0. Okay? And I'm going to send out a remind, and it's going to be an assignment on Schoology. Okay? I'm going to put in, did you or did you not come see me and Zoom? And it's going to be in like an hour and a half window. Now, if you can't attend my Zoom meeting, you need to message me on Schoology or on Remind or email me or some way to tell me that, hey, I'm busy, Mr. Tran. I can't meet with you during the Zoom meeting, but I'm here. I'm doing your assignments. I'm doing your work. I'm just here to check in to make sure I don't lose that grade. Okay? So it is 10:49. I'm going to end the meeting, or I'm going to end the stream here for today. Make sure you complete today's assignment. All right, get 100 and complete that exit ticket. That's also a grade. All right, and make sure you have completing all your assignments. All right, you should be sending me messages on Remind showing me that you get 100 or whatever grade I had told you that you need to get. Okay, maybe it's an 80, maybe it's 100, but either way, you should be getting those grades. You should not be sending me pictures of 40s or 60s or 20s or whatever. And you have unlimited tries on those quizzes. All right? So there's no excuse not to get less than 100 because you have unlimited attempts. You can attempt it as many times as you need to. And if you need to review my notes, review my tutorials on YouTube, watch the video so you know what to do. Zoom is Leon. I don't know who Leon is, but Zoom is a video chatting app slash service. And it's basically so that you can come and check in with me if you need help. This is what I use for my class meetings. All right. So, or basically like face to face. If you need extra help, if you need to ask me for questions on whatever it is that you need help on, that's where you go and ask. I have it every single day from 1 to 2:30, okay? And I'm always there for questions. Okay? I'll be there and you don't even have to go there for oh, okay. And you don't even have to go there for you can just go there just to say hi, and if you don't have any questions, you can just dip. All right? It's not mandatory, but I will make a mandatory Zoom meeting either this week or the next week. I haven't decided yet, but there will be a mandatory Zoom meeting. And then by mandatory, I mean you have to come in, say hi to me, and tell me how you're doing so I know where everybody's at. I have 170-ish students, okay? Maybe 160. I've only seen maybe 10 to 15 of you guys on Zoom. All right. Now I know most of you guys don't need to come, don't need help, but I still would like to see you guys. I want to see how you guys are doing. I miss you guys. All right. So again, complete today's assignment. Sometime this week, I'll make a mandatory Zoom meeting. I haven't decided yet. I might announce it during the live stream. I might announce it on Schoology. I don't know. That's why you have to come and pay attention. That's why you either have to come watch live streams or you have to come, or you have to make sure you're reading everything on Schoology. Okay. So with that, I think I've rambled on long enough. I'm going to end the stream here, okay? And tell your friends that they need to be coming into the live stream. And if they don't, at least rewatch it so that they know what they're doing. Okay? They should be watching the whole thing. All right. I'm gonna sign out here. I'll be back tomorrow, same time, 10 a.m. every morning, unless like last Friday where I didn't have to. I'm gonna make it a Zoom meeting. It all depends. But yeah. All right. So, bye everyone. Make sure you do your assignments. I'm gonna end the stream here.